For the last week or so, maybe, there has been an air of desperation. Straight out desperation. It's just thick. Not only around me, I can feel the tension. If you notice a lot more MAGA videos coming out how the MAGA people themselves felt lied to, betrayed. And I noticed in town yesterday, people that used to had kind of an eye on me were now watching out for me, making sure nobody was close enough on machines or cash register checkout when I was out doing business and banking to overhear the amounts or get a glimpse of my numbers, right? So I know some things around here. I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid to even look up and say hey to a neighbor. Honestly. They have to, I'm talking about the administration, not the neighbors. I'm talking about the GOP, the ones around here. And usually this kind of stuff is run by the GOP election committees, believe it or not, where they set up those houses. They need to make me look like some kind of a perverted criminal, whatever. How that helps them, I don't know. Think about it. If you was to make a video of me looking somewhere, looking at a woman in the area of a woman, or a mean at somebody or something like that, whatever it is, what good would that do you when it comes to what you're doing and how you've been exposed? And it's not me that exposed you, it's your own policies, your own activities that has exposed you. So trying to prove that, what, you trying to cover up lies from long ago? Is that what you're doing? That don't make sense. If you're trying to cover, how are you going to bring up lies you told 20 years ago when you can't be investigating somebody 20 years later for something like that? And if I'm looking in that direction, what is that person, whether it's a man or woman, whatever, what have they done to cause me to look at them in a bad way or in a perverted way? Are they trying to show me something? Or are they shaking a fist at me? What are they doing? Right? Well, I'm just walking around here in my yard. I really don't get it. It don't make sense. It's like corporate. I've posted before how corporations do this, come at people to discredit them. Whistleblowers, they've always done it. They use the same tricks on me they use on anybody else. If they can't bully you around first, they'll have somebody beat you up or something back then. I'm old, it probably wouldn't work too good for them now. But the pervert stuff don't make no sense to me. How could you want to come at somebody being a pervert that sits home all the time, doesn't date, doesn't even go visit the neighbors? And you want to say he's a pervert, he's looking out the window at me or my wife or my dog or my something. What? That's what they done in the past. Now, if they're doing that here, I don't know. Maybe not. But a lot of things ring true. A door will close, and I look over to speak to somebody and ain't nobody there. I don't know if they just went in the house or what. A noise across, a hammer beating to look to the east or to the west or something. Yeah, and there's nobody out there beating on nothing. So what is all that? You see my dog stand still in one place waiting on a car. I heard that car door close. That's people live right down here, not too far. I heard that car door close. But my dog's standing there waiting on that car to come out of that yard and drive past. What is that? Why would my dog do that? My dog don't usually sit here. Y'all seen him before. His cars go by. He don't sit there and wait on cars. Why would he wait on that one? Just things like that. It's just, it don't mean nothing, but you put them all together, it's kind of weird, ain't it? And that 75 gigs on this other phone, and by the way, my phone loaded up, zap, just like that. Took it all 4 minutes. I have my video uploaded. Been taking 9, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, 9 minutes up until now. So I guess I finally got that other profile off. But when I see all these things, it's like I watch patterns all the time. And when I hear noise and I look over, it could be any kind of noise. And if I happen to glance over, look, which I most of the time I don't look. But like, I wanted to thank the guy next door, and I looked over there, and I don't take this to say that's what they were doing. I don't think so. He mowed my whole yard yesterday. He's a good gentleman. But his truck's home. And I was wanting to ask his wife if he's okay, if he had a doctor's appointment today, and which I thought that may have been them coming in from a doctor's appointment. They weren't there when I went out, and then I heard a door slam, and I looked over, and the car was under that shed. I didn't hear the car come in, actually. I just heard the door close, a house door, not a car door. But whether they were doing, whether that was what it was or not, and I don't think it was, it triggers. You see why that would trigger, because that's what the MAGA leadership's always done. It's a lie. They're panicking. Sean Fu, if you saw his video, they're panicking. They've got a tokenized system for, they're trying just now, writing this thing today, or yesterday, the president signed the executive order for gold-backed currency or whatever. But right now, they're running out of time. And how's that token? You see how corporations do. We're going to take this token and you're going to take it back. And go around and circle that stuff. When you got other trading systems already out there, they're not using tokens. They're not on their AI and stuff. They're just using plain, straight out quantum, 15% the cost of what ours is. And just everywhere you look, they're desperate. They're running out of time. Russia is the same way. I think they're even in the Hormuz Strait now to some degree. I'm not sure how. But no government on this earth right now can come together because of the fragmentation and set up a body like they had. They wanting to return to the United Nations system, SWIFT system type situation, where the U.S. and its allies controlled what the other nations did and was sanction them and tariff them and all this, and they had to do it. They don't have to do that anymore. That's gone. And truth tellers like me, whether you like what we say or not, we're telling you the truth. It resonates with the people, and people want to find out what I'm talking about. They just have to go pull up what I'm talking about, and it shows right there. Yeah, he's telling the truth. He's not lying. He don't have a reason. Why would I? I'm not making any money off this. I do this for free. Absolutely free. I don't have no dog in their economic race other than to try to warn people. I've got everything I need. I've got wild edibles everywhere. And even if it isn't in my yard, they're all out there in the woods everywhere. You know, that's... So no, I don't have a reason to lie. But they do. And they have a reason. Now, I don't know even how in the world would it... How could you even say, well, the man's a pervert? Yeah, he may be a pervert, but he knows what he's talking about, was probably what they would get back. But you got to prove I'm something that none of my ways proved that I am. They don't have any videos of me out around town hitting on anybody, doing anything wrong to anybody, right? But here at home, somehow or another, I'm oogling and staring. Does that make any sense? Nope. Does me not dating for almost 4 years now, does that make any sense? That I'd be some kind of lust-filled pervert? No. So they're desperate, and they're looking for something. MAGA leadership's in a mess. They're fixing to lose these elections. Their own people. And it's going to be bad. The prices, one reason they're panicking real bad, panicking so bad, these prices are going to be even higher come election day. So that's another thing to think about. Alright, guys. I just want to fill that in. We live in crazy times, and we got some people in charge that are trying old ways they've been using for years and years. It just quit working. It don't work for them no more. The finance don't work. The corporate rule don't work because it got to work. It nothing to hold it. It's just floating in the air. Bottom line don't work. You have to have qualified people to know how to manage people and systems. And then people and systems and infrastructure, it starts at the bottom and whatever and goes to the top. It don't start from the top and come down because everything has to be built. To come from the top down is destruction, like a demolition, right? Think about that. You blow up a building, you blow it up, it falls from the top down, it implodes, right? That's destruction. Bottom up is when you build. Alright guys, next video.